It's your favorite country cousin Cuzzo in the building. You are now tuned into Cuzzo Vision. Yeah. I came up with the name Cuzzo myself, you know. I felt it represented me and where I was living at the time, you know, and that was the South. And as everybody know, you know, everybody in the South is pretty much akin to each other. So, you know, we address each other as what up cuz or what up Cuzzo. Even somebody we don't know, you know, if we don't know their name, we'll be like, hey cuz, can you hand me that? Or could you do this for me? So that's how I pretty much came up with the name Cuzzo. Well, I was born on the south side of Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to the Wild Wild Hundreds, man. Then I moved to Mississippi, and I pretty much was going back and forth from Mississippi to Chicago. But I graduated from high school and college down in Mississippi, and after college I moved back towards the Midwest, which is where I currently reside now in Peoria, Illinois. The thing that made me fall in love with music had to be, you know, my mom used to play a lot of old school R&B back in the day when she would clean up the house and everything, you know. A lot of Teddy Pendergrass, a lot of Anita Baker, Patti LaBelle, a lot of Al Green, Gerald Levert, you know. The thing that made me fall in love with hip-hop was, though, my brother, he used to come home from school and watch Rap City in the Basement every day, like religiously, and you know, I ain't had no choice but to catch on to hip-hop, you know. And a couple years later, as I grew up and Big Tigger became the host of Rap City in the Basement, that's when I really fell in love with hip-hop and wanted to become an artist myself, you know. Man, that's a good question, man. You know, with me living in the South as well as the Midwest, you know, I grew up listening to a lot of underground artists as well as the mainstream artists back then, which was pretty much the East and West Coast, you know, was running everything back then. But, you know, if I had to name a few, you know, I would say, you know, Michael Jackson, of course, R. Kelly, UGK, Biggie, Tupac, 8-Ball MJG, Pastor Troy, Lil Boosie, T.I., Ludacris, man, Eminem. I could go on and on and on with this all day, man, but those are just a few of my musical influences. The thing that makes me stand out from other artists is, like I said, you know, me living in the South as well as the Midwest, you know, I grew up listening to a lot of music, so I feel like I'm not confined to doing a certain type of music, and you know, I feel like I just got one big melting pot of American music in my head, you know, that I just want to put onto wax, you know. And the other thing that makes me stand out from other artists is me just being me, you know. God created us all different, so therefore if you just do you, then you different from the other person, right? Well, I'm currently working on my Halfway There mixtape, which is the follow-up to my mixtape I put out last year called This Is Just the Beginning. And I'm also working on a joint mixtape with my cousin titled City Boy Country Boy, with my cousin Tay G, based out of Chicago, Illinois. He's currently doing his thing in Miami right now, so y'all look out for Tay G. After that, I'm looking to put out an album, man, you know. I'm going to work hard on getting the album put out and hopefully trying to get on the tour.